where Atlassian Data Center comes in. With Atlassian Data Center products, you get the product functionality you're already familiar using with the following added benefits: deployment flexibility, horizontal scalability, high availability, and standardization. Let's dive into each of these in a bit more detail. With the single server architecture, you're limited to how inbound traffic is handled by your instance. Any request coming in, whether it is a normal interaction through the UI or through an external integration, is funneled to the same server and is processed alongside all other activity, including any administrative work like indexing or upgrading. Some people are lucky enough to perform some of these admin tasks during off-peak hours, a lot of times at night while everyone else is getting ready for bed. Data Center helps by providing you the flexibility to deploy a cluster that can manage external integrations separately from internal normal usage activity, as well as the ability to manage your administrative tasks in parallel. We'll cover this during our example towards the end of the webinar. Just like server editions, our Data Center products are also available for you to install on your own servers, whether physical or virtual, and also in AWS. And at some point, you'll reach the upper limits of the machine, physical or virtual, you're using for your instance, and you'll need another option for managing the load on your system. Data Center provides you with the ability to increase throughput by adding more servers into your cluster to handle the load. Rather than trying to keep up with demand by scaling a single machine, you can instead distribute the load across multiple machines. As an example, here's how a Jira Data Center instance performed with 1, 2, and 4 nodes. And if you do need to swap out machines for whatever reason, Data Center provides you with the ability to continue serving your end users even if one node in your cluster is unavailable. Whether it is due to performance issues caused by end user interaction or some event where the node itself is no longer healthy, your installation will continue to work as long as there are other nodes in the cluster available. With a system that is essentially always on and able to handle the demands of your end users, you can focus on standardizing how end users access the system and how they use the system. When everyone is using the same instance, then you can focus on achieving some consistency across teams, whether it's using consistent workflows, custom fields, plugins, or branch naming conventions. Your teams will benefit from having some level of consistency to work with when they're trying to perform their work. Data Center also facilitates standardization through access control with SAML 2.0. With SAML 2.0, Data Center will be able to tie into your existing identity provider for authentication. This becomes increasingly important as you want to control who has access to your Data Center instances. Here are just a few examples of identity providers you can integrate with using Data Center and SAML 2.0.